Hippocrates, the father of medicine, famously said, "Let food be thy medicine and medicine be thy food." For centuries, we have understood the intrinsic link between what we consume and our overall well-being. Today, science is catching up with ancient wisdom, revealing the powerful role of nutrition in preventing and even reversing chronic diseases. One of the most exciting areas of research is the field of anti-inflammatory nutrition. This approach focuses on the power of food to combat inflammation, a natural process that, when chronically activated, can wreak havoc on our bodies. By understanding the impact of different foods on our inflammatory response, we can make informed choices that support our long-term health. It's not about deprivation, but rather about making simple swaps and incorporating delicious, nutrient-dense foods that nourish and protect our bodies from within. Remember, the food you choose to eat is an investment in your future well-being. Let's explore how to harness the power of anti-inflammatory nutrition to live healthier, more vibrant lives. Inflammation is a natural and essential part of our body's defense system. When we experience an injury or infection, our immune system triggers an inflammatory response. This process sends white blood cells and other healing compounds to the affected area, leading to redness, swelling, heat, and pain. This acute inflammatory response is crucial for healing and fighting off invaders. However, when inflammation becomes chronic, lingering in our bodies long after the initial threat has passed, it can have detrimental effects. Chronic inflammation is like a low-grade fire, silently smoldering within us. Over time, it can damage our cells, tissues, and organs, contributing to a wide range of chronic diseases, including heart disease, type 2 diabetes, cancer, Alzheimer's disease, and autoimmune disorders. The good news is that we can significantly influence our inflammatory response through the choices we make every day, particularly the foods we consume. Our modern diet, often laden with processed foods, refined sugars, unhealthy fats, and artificial ingredients, is a major contributor to chronic inflammation. These foods lack the nutrients our bodies need to thrive and are often packed with inflammatory compounds. For example, refined carbohydrates like white bread, pasta, and sugary drinks cause rapid spikes in blood sugar, triggering an inflammatory cascade within our bodies. Similarly, trans fats, found in many processed and fried foods, promote inflammation and increase the risk of heart disease. On the other hand, a diet rich in whole, unprocessed foods provides our bodies with the antioxidants, fiber, and essential nutrients needed to combat inflammation and promote overall health. Think of your body as a finely tuned machine. Just like a car performs best with high-quality fuel and regular maintenance, our bodies thrive on nutrient-dense, anti-inflammatory foods. Nature provides a bounty of delicious foods that act as potent anti-inflammatory agents. These culinary superheroes are packed with antioxidants, healthy fats, and other beneficial compounds that help extinguish the flames of chronic inflammation. Berries. Bursting with color and flavor, berries like blueberries, strawberries, and raspberries are nutritional powerhouses. They are rich in antioxidants, particularly anthocyanins, which have been shown to reduce inflammation and protect against chronic diseases. Leafy greens, spinach, kale, collard greens, and other leafy greens are excellent sources of vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants. They contain a unique combination of anti-inflammatory compounds that help protect our cells from damage. Fatty fish salmon, mackerel, sardines, and other fatty fish are rich in omega-3 fatty acids, particularly EPA and DHA. These healthy fats have powerful anti-inflammatory properties and have been linked to a lower risk of heart disease, Alzheimer's disease, and other chronic conditions. Turmeric. This vibrant yellow spice, a staple in Indian cuisine, contains a potent anti-inflammatory compound called curcumin. Curcumin has been shown to reduce inflammation throughout the body and may be beneficial for conditions like arthritis, heart disease, and even cancer. Olive oil. Extra virgin olive oil is a cornerstone of the Mediterranean diet, renowned for its health benefits. It is rich in monounsaturated fats and antioxidants, including oleocanthal, which has anti-inflammatory effects similar to ibuprofen. Nuts, almonds, walnuts, pecans, and other nuts are packed with healthy fats, fiber, and antioxidants. They have been linked to lower inflammation, improved heart health, and better blood sugar control. Section 5. Scientific evidence. Studies on anti-inflammatory diets. The benefits of an anti-inflammatory diet are not just anecdotal, they are backed by a growing body of scientific evidence. Numerous studies have demonstrated the profound impact of food choices on inflammation and chronic disease risk. For example, a study published in the Journal of the American College of Cardiology found that people who followed a Mediterranean-style diet, rich in fruits, vegetables, whole grains, legumes, and olive oil, had a significantly lower risk of heart attack and stroke compared to those who followed a typical Western diet. Another study, published in the journal Neurology, found that a dietary pattern high in fruits, vegetables, legumes, and fish was associated with a lower risk of developing Alzheimer's disease. These are just a few examples of the many studies that highlight the powerful connection between an anti-inflammatory diet and improved health outcomes. Section 6. Practical Tips. Incorporating anti-inflammatory foods into your life. Transitioning to an anti-inflammatory way of eating doesn't require a complete dietary overhaul. Start by making simple, gradual changes to your daily routine. Crowd out processed foods. Instead of reaching for chips or cookies, opt for a handful of nuts, a piece of fruit, or some cut-up vegetables with hummus. Make half your plate vegetables. Aim to fill at least half of your plate with colorful vegetables at each meal. Choose whole grains over refined grains. Swap white bread, pasta, and rice for their whole grain counterparts. Cook with olive oil. Use extra virgin olive oil as your primary cooking oil. Spice up your meals. Add turmeric, ginger, garlic, and other anti-inflammatory spices to your dishes. By making small, sustainable changes, you can gradually transform your diet and reap the long-term benefits of an anti-inflammatory lifestyle. Section 7. A gradual approach, making sustainable dietary changes. Remember, Rome wasn't built in a day, and neither is a healthy lifestyle. Don't feel pressured to make drastic changes overnight. Instead, focus on making 1 or 2 small changes each week. Start by swapping out sugary drinks for water or unsweetened tea. Then try adding a serving of berries to your breakfast, or a side of leafy greens to your dinner. As you become more comfortable, continue to experiment with new anti-inflammatory foods and recipes. Most importantly, be patient with yourself and celebrate your successes along the way. Every step you take towards a more anti-inflammatory diet is a step towards a healthier, happier you. Section 8. Embrace a healthier you, the power of anti-inflammatory eating. The journey to better health begins with the food we choose to put on our plates. By embracing an anti-inflammatory approach to eating, we can empower ourselves to fight chronic disease, boost our energy levels, improve our mood, and live longer, healthier lives. Remember, food is not the enemy. It is our most potent ally in the pursuit of optimal health. Let's harness the power of anti-inflammatory nutrition to create a healthier, more vibrant future for ourselves and generations to come. Start making small changes today and watch as your health transforms from the inside out. The journey to a healthier you begins now.